I'm a tradie. I've spent 25 years in the building industry. I've gone through nearly anything and everything you could possibly have gone through, and I'm still here. I started HALT in 2013 after the suicide of a tradie in Castlemaine in central Victoria. At his wake, what are the two words that kept coming up? Who's next? That macho tradie culture that we're all part of. Do I like that culture? Yeah, of course I do. What don't I like is the, let's call it the you'll be right, she'll be right mate culture, yeah? I'm sitting there with the mates, and my mate's had a few beers, and he's reaching out to me, yeah? Reaching out. What's my reaction to him when he reaches out? Silence. Yep. You'll be right, she'll be right. A cup of concrete. You sit there and you watch your mates. It's none of your business. Most of us have probably had those conversations where we have no idea what to say to our mate, yeah? I want you to change that attitude or shift it a little bit. The first step, this is a bit innovative and controversial. I'm sitting there with my mate. He's struggling with shit relationship, work stress, bullying and harassment. I'm sitting there, and how does this sound? Instead of you'll be right, she'll be right, I'm sitting there with my mate and I say, hey man, maybe you should go and see a doctor. I don't want to see a doctor. Mate, let's call a doctor. Let's book a double appointment. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to drive you there, and I'm going to come in with you. And I'm going to sit there in the waiting room. And when the doctor says come in, if you want me to, I'm going to come into the doctor's with you, man, because I love you and I care and I'm worried. And I know what's going on with you. Do you have to solve all their problems? I'm seeing a few nods. No. Remember that. You do not have to solve all their problems. So I gather most of you know you can see a doctor about mental health, yeah? You've got an EAP here, Employee Assistance Program. There's no more excuse. I use that so many times. I don't want you to wait till you get depressed. I want you to hit it in the arse early. Go and access some help. Talk to your mates. Free EAP here, 5 sessions. So please do it. Isn't that already a better alternative for us blokes than you'll be right, she'll be right? What do you reckon, yeah? For so long, I always thought I was alone, that no one else was experiencing what I was experiencing, that it was just me, that there was no one to help. Well, you got your managers, you got your work colleagues, you got your mates, you got Beyond Blue, Sane Australia, Reach Out. You have the tools to have a conversation with a mate. But what makes a good conversation? Being a good listener. What makes a good listener? Shut up and don't say anything. No judgments, no opinions, just listen. Where can I have the conversation with my mate? Where they're comfortable. It's not about you, it's about them. You could be sitting in the ute, driving somewhere. You could be fishing, camping, walking, watching the footy. Grief, loss, physical health, mental health. There's all these risk factors. And if you know a mate's going through a heap of those, there's a good chance he's already thinking of suicide. I can tell you now, people I've spoken to that have survived suicide attempts, blue-collar factory workers, tradies, people from sporting clubs, farmers, anyone, they don't want to die, yeah? They want the pain to go away. If I can have that conversation and mention, are you thinking of suicide, to normalise it, you all can. I believe you can. I'm hoping you don't have to, but if you do, reach out.